All right. Takes me a second to get the all the streams open. So what I wanted to talk about is wanted to talk about is a quick or what I wanted to do is do a quick day trade recap for the Tesla trade that I took today. And let me see. Dang, now I can't. Oh man, I'm gonna have to stand up. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so those of you on my other streams, bear with me. Like I said, this is the first. I'm pretty new to going live, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to have all the platforms streamed on one, through one source. But it seems like there's a more cumbersome process to going about doing that. So anyway, like I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna have to ask y'all to bear with me. So anyway, today I jumped into Tesla with my mentor, traded live with my mentor, and like I said before, if you guys are interested, I will be going um, live on Fridays, so that you can see my mentor trade live in action. Now, I'm providing this option to you guys for free for those who are interested. I paid $3,500 to join my mentors community. So, um, and it was well worth it. Okay. It was well worth it. As you can see here, as you can see here, um, look at my weekly summaries. Today, I made over 300. I made a little bit over $300 today trading Tesla. Trading Tesla, I actually used or purchased the cheaper contracts. Again, the reason why I'm purchasing the cheaper contracts is to demonstrate or show you guys that it is not expensive to start letting your money work for you to grow your money. Okay. You can do this on the side. You don't have to quit your job. You can do this while you're, maintaining your 9 to 5 and just continue to reinvest your earnings. All right. So what I did today, you can see, let me zoom in for those of you on TikTok. As you can see, look at how the week ended so far for me. This is just Wednesday. I'm already up $954. Okay. Last week, let me zoom in so you guys can see that more clearly. I'm already up $954. 4 wins, 2 losses. Okay. I'm doing really well. Last week, awesome. 2,200. Okay. 8 wins, 5 losses in the week, early in the week. Um, 5 wins, 3 losses, but the game wasn't as much. But I'm already over 3K this month, and it's not even over yet. Okay, and that's what's great, man. I'm just wanting to do a quick recap. Today I traded Tesla. Let me show you guys on the Tesla chart what actually took place, because so that way you can see it. Let me do a quick this. Change this view to single, switch over to Tesla. Okay, let me close this and we can come over here. All right, cool. So Tesla, past couple of days, Tesla didn't do too much at all, but it did today. So the past couple of days, I traded other stocks. That worked out well for me also. Now, today at the open, Tesla took off. Like I said, what I'd be checking for is the reaction off of the pre-market high, which is this key level here. And you can see we came, buyers stepped in. Let me show you. Let me zoom in here. You can see that buyers stepped in aggressively. and pulled back to this key level. This is the pre-market high. If I scroll over, you can see this is the pre-market high. I talked about this earlier today in my pre-market prep for Tesla. And I said, if we come back, if we break out and retest this key level, look out for the reaction to check to see if buyers step in aggressively to push the price higher. And it did. So I marked out the first 5 minutes, the first five candles. I'm on the 1 minute chart right now. And this is the 5 minute high, and this is the 5 minute low. Okay. And what I was waiting for was a breakout above this 5 minute high and a retest to this. I'm sorry, you guys couldn't on TikTok couldn't see this. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. I was waiting for a breakout above the 5 minute high, and we did so with this candle here. And then I was waiting for a retest. Remember, I talked about this in the pre-market prep for those who've seen it. Now, once we had this retest, this is when I entered the trade, and look at how quickly it worked. I'm on the 1 minute chart, guys. So every candle represents 60 seconds. Okay, every candle represents 60 seconds. So as soon as I got in, look at how immediate the trade worked out for me. It worked out immediately. So within 1, 2, 3, well, I got in at this, I think it was this candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 5 minutes, I was already up $500. Okay. So this is how I'm trying to demonstrate. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to day trade and start making money. A lot of times the trade could work right away for you within the first couple of minutes. And it did so for me today. And this is Tesla. Again, this is Tesla. Okay. So once the trade started to work, I started to scale out of my positions. Now I had 13 contracts. So the first scale out, once we reached this zone, was I scaled out at 4 contracts. And I'll show you through my journal. Let me switch over to my journal view. Pop this open here. Let me adjust this view for you guys on TikTok and zoom in just a little bit and scroll over. So you can see I entered the trade at 8:30 and I scaled out, first 5 of the 13. 5 of the 13 I scaled out at 8:45. Okay. And then 1 minute later, I scaled out of 4 more because as you can see, the trade was working right away. So I just continued to scale out. And then at 8:47, same thing, scaled out. And you can see the numbers are growing here, 231, 253. The initial contract was 191. So I'm making this for $217 for 5 contracts, and then another $231 for 4 contracts, and then 253 for 1 contract, and so on. Now, as I stayed in the trade, this is what I want to show you guys. We jump back over to Tesla. Notice we had this pullback, and that's what I said. Sometimes you will experience pullback, and it's up to you. You could have completely jumped out of the contract, jumped out of your position at any of these candles here after you made a couple of dollars. Okay, it's really up to you. But you will have to sit through some pullback if you decide to stay in the trade. And I did. Now, I ended up exiting the trade at this point. So I did lose some of the money that I gained. And that's why I showed you in my journal that my net gain after all of the pullbacks was $293 after fees. So I made a little over 300 as far as the net gain. But there are fees, as you can see here, for Thinkorswim. Almost $15 worth of fees. So they do charge you, but it's okay. I mean, the amount of money that you make, it doesn't really matter. So with that said, let me adjust this for you guys on TikTok. So with that said, this is the date. This is the recap. So far, what is my P&L as of July 15th or 16th is 7,100 people, 7,100. Okay, as I showed you, let me zoom out, go back to the calendar view before I wrap up this live. Look at my weekly total so far. This week so far, $954 and change. Last week was 2.2K. All right, let me zoom in for you guys on TikTok. 2.2K. All right, so I'm already over 3K in the month is not even over yet. All right, still got what, almost two, yeah, basically 2 weeks left. All right, so we'll see how the rest of the week goes. Remember, if you guys are interested in checking out my mentor, I will go live with him on Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Take a look. Let me show you guys that are on the view on uh, my social media streams. Look, let me show you guys this so you understand what I'm talking about. Let me switch over to what his day trade recap so you could take a look at this for yourselves. All right. Um, all right. So let me adjust the view here. So look at this, man. 8,000. This was yesterday. 8,000 on AMD. Let me scroll up to, and this is just this week, people. This is just this week. And look what he did or the day before yesterday. 20,000. This man already made, now he's 24 years of age. This is crazy. He's 24 years of age and he's already a multimillionaire. This man made he made well over 50,000 last week and he's approaching, 50,000 this week. Um, and that's crazy, man, to even comprehend that, like to even just fathom like making 50,000 a week. Now he's buying a lot of contracts, people. He's a multimillionaire, so he's buying multiple contracts. But I want you to be able to see him trade live. I've been trading live with him for the past 3 months, and that's why you can see that this simple strategy that he teaches, it works. It's a simple breakout of retest strategy. He's in and out, so it doesn't take you a whole lot of time. Like in the first, what did this trade take? Let me go back to this view. This trade took me 25 minutes, but it was done as I showed you within the first 5 minutes. I was already up 500, but I stayed in until the pullback. I was scaling out as the stock began to pull back, so I wouldn't suffer a huge loss, and I could still walk away with a net gain. But yeah, that's what happened. So I want you guys to, if you're interested in joining the live, to see my mentor trade live in real time so you can see it for yourself. I will be going live on Fridays when the market opens, which is 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so for those who are interested, you can feel free to join my live during that time frame. I will be doing a pre-market prep live every day at 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern. Okay, and I'm taking you guys behind the veil of this day trading experience, my day trading journey, so you can see the ups, the downs, the wins, the losses, the good, the bad, the ugly, all right, everything. So, but with the strategy that my mentor has been teaching me, man, it's been crazy. Okay, like you can see the results. I'm already up, 7K, and I've been trading live with him for the past 3 months. And as you can see, look at this view here just before I drop this live. Notice this equity curve, this equity graph. Let me adjust this for you guys on TikTok. Sorry for you all on TikTok. I'm trying to stream all the my live sessions for all the platforms, but it's a cumbersome process. So just bear with me, and I'll try to get this all together for you guys eventually. But look, check out this equity curve. This equity curve demonstrates the fact of this journey, right, of me learning. So as I began to learn, you see there was some ebbs and flows, right, some ups and downs. But once I started to get the hang of this process, right, and it's very simple, it's not difficult at all. Anybody can learn this. Look at this. Look at this equity curve. This is what you want to see, people. And I'm just showing you the wins, the losses, the ups, the downs, taking you behind the veil so you can see it. If you're interested in checking out my mentor, I paid $3,500 to join his community. Okay. And it's been worth it. I've already gotten that money back as I showed you guys here. I've already gotten that money back. So it was definitely worth it. But for you, I'm not charging you anything. You can watch him live for free every Friday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Excuse me, 8:30 a.m. Central. You can check it out for a couple of minutes if you want, or for the whole session. It depends. I know you guys you might have 9 to 5s, or you might be busy, have other busy schedules. So check it out for as long as you want to. Again, I'll be doing this every Friday. So you can feel free to check it out if you're interested. If you have any questions prior to that, feel free to leave questions in the comment section or DM me on the respective platforms, and I will definitely get back to you. I won't leave you hanging. It might take me 24 hours to get to you. Okay. All right. So this is my day trading recap. As you can see, before I drop the mic on this live, a little over $300 today. So 10% return. I did buy 16 contracts total. So you can see that. My entry total was 2,900, so I paid 3 grand. But you don't have to. You don't have to do that. You can buy one contract. This one contract was $185. I made almost 50% on a return on this. Okay, so think about this. I'll round it out for you guys to make the numbers look to simplify the numbers. 50% of 200 is what? $100. So basically, I this one contract, if you bought one contract, you could have made $50 to $75 today, just with $185. So don't let anybody tell you day trading is too expensive and it's too complicated to learn. It is not. It is not. Anyone can see that when the stock is going up. You don't know when the stock is going up, but you just have to wait to see if the stock is going to go up. We wait for a retest to a certain key level, like we did here, and then we enter the position for it toward the upside or the downside. With this strategy, you can make money in either direction. It's just that Tesla was trending up, so we took the position toward the upside. That was it. All right. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up this live. If you found value in this live session, you can feel free to like, subscribe, and follow for more. Um, the interesting thing to note is that I did have to exit this trade because it pulled back here. Um, yeah, I could have exited the position around this zone here and, kept like, I was up like $600. But that's okay. I still walked away with a gain. But notice how the trade still worked out, even if I had held it. But the thing is you just don't know. So you just gotta, you you have to play it candle by candle and take the risk and decide to take the risk or not. So to me, you see profit, take it. All right. And that's the goal, right? See profit, take profit, because you don't know what's going to happen next. So if the trade works out immediately for you, you have that option to take the profit and scale out and maybe leave a trailing contract or two if you buy multiple contracts. All right, people. So I'm going to drop the mic right here. Like I said, if you found value in this, feel free to like, subscribe, and follow. If you have questions, leave it in the comment section or DM me. Again, if you're interested, I go live for the pre-market prep. I focus specifically on Tesla, but I do trade the Mag 7 and semiconductors if Tesla doesn't do anything. But I do start a live session for the pre-market prep every day, 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern. And those of you who are interested in catching my mentor trade live every Friday, look at this man's results, man. He's killing it. He's a multimillionaire and he's only 24, and I'm 46 large. So I have no shame in learning from people who understand the game, and he gets this every day. Um, Man, he's killing it. He just made over 50,000 last week, and he's already approaching 50,000 this week. Imagine making 50,000. That's just crazy. But if you want to catch him live, I'll go live on Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay. Feel free to check that out. All right, guys, I'm going to drop the mic right here. Shaman Ace, I'm out. Takes me a second to get the is to takes me a second to get the all the streams open. So what to get the all the recap for the Tesla trade that I took today. And let me see. Now I can't. Oh man, I'm gonna have to stand up. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so those. All right, so those of you on my other streams, bear with me. Like I said, this is the first. I'm pretty new to going live, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to have all the platforms streamed on one, through one source. But it seems like there's a more cumbersome process to going about doing that. So anyway, like I'm just gonna have to ask y'all to bear with me. So anyway, today I jumped into Tesla. I'm just gonna have to ask y'all to bear with me. So anyway, today I jumped into Tesla with my mentor, traded live with my mentor, and like I said before, if you got today. I jumped into Tesla with my mentor, traded live with my mentor, and like I said before, if you guys are interested, I will be going live to demonstrate today.